Hey guys, and welcome to our discussion of the DC FanDome Batman teaser, or the Batman teaser, excuse me. I am here with
Kevin.
And I'm Angelo, and we're going to go over the trailer today.
Yeah, this is exciting. Did you enjoy the trailer, Angelo?
I thought it was great. Let's start playing it.
I agree.
See what we got into here.
Okay.
So we've already seen it, so we're just going to be basically discussing how we feel about it, everything going on. I gotta say, I love the red.
I do love the red. The red is nice, and I like the tape in the beginning and how the logos kind of move with it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I love because we haven't really seen Batman with red like that, to my knowledge. I mean, there's like Red Hood and stuff, but having like it be red, it just pops. I love it. I don't know.
I
so
agree. I think it's a good color, the red, because usually his colors like I think blue, gray, black, right?
Yeah.
Yellow, but the red works very well.
And then we have this guy here who might be
the Riddler, right? That's the guess by everybody is that this is the Riddler.
And it would make sense.
It would make sense if that's the Riddler. I think it's an interesting look for the Riddler. Here, we'll go back to the.
I'm not a
how
big fan because I like these, but I assume we'll get something more comic-y.
It kind of reminds me of Hush, the way his face is kind of covered like that.
What if the Riddler is Hush?
Do you think they might do something like that where he's like,
they totally could.
Bruce. He's like friends with Bruce. Like you could just mesh them together. Because I think most people know who the Riddler is, but most common people don't know who the Hush is. So I think it would work.
Yeah. And that gets into the whole mystery of the trailer where Riddler's the whole no more lies, and if your eye is blind is the justice, like all this stuff, and saying like Bruce is involved with it.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on? There's got to be something deeper.
I think it has something to do with him being a Wayne and how like the higher classes, like he's involved, his family's involved with like the corrupt hierarchy of Gotham, and I think that's gonna have something to play with it.
Yeah, I've heard people say maybe they'll do it. Maybe the bigger thing will be the Court of Owls.
I mean, that's what the vibe I get.
Like, yeah, and there is the owl card in the
in the panel when Matt Reeves was talking about like the corrupt system of Gotham and like there's people who hold the power, yada yada yada. That's Court of Owls. That's exactly what that is. So
right, that would be really cool if that's like what's behind it, and Riddler is kind of like that middleman.
I would just like to say that it's so awesome that we're finally getting a crime Batman thriller detective mystery. That's what's been missing from the Batman movies. That's my biggest problem with all the Batman movies is he doesn't solve any crimes. And so I wanted him to be the world's greatest. He's literally the world's greatest detective, and he's sidelined being a detective in all of his movies. The closest we got, I felt, was Batman v Superman when he's investigating the white Portuguese in the beginning. But still,
I don't even remember.
It's like the beginning of the movie. But yeah, this is cool. Gordon is
this first person shot of Batman and everyone like looking at him is so cool.
I really like Gordon in this this trailer.
Yeah, it seems I wonder what like stage of his career he'll be in.
Right. So
like, is he already commissioner? What is he?
Yeah, this shot right here of his boots, I'm not the biggest fan of because I feel like there's nothing like his boots aren't even that cool. And it's like
it's always like this stuff with like superhero stuff where like once you look at like what's actually going on, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's like obviously Batman has like some kind of boots, right? But you never think about that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the same thing. Like Captain America has to have some kind of boots. Spider-Man on the bottom of his thing in some shots in like Amazing Spider-Man 2, you can see like the soles on like the bottom of his like suit. It's like that. You never really think about these things, but like they obviously have to be there.
Everyone's talking about how the cape is shorter, and some people don't like it. I think that it's cool that the cape is shorter. I mean, we haven't seen like a full body. It's like it comes down to like his ankles, and rather than like
what are the other capes?
Like the floor.
I feel like the floor is just not a good idea.
I think it's because it's supposed to be more practical. Like, he's going to trip over a cape if it's on the floor.
Right.
Which, I mean, makes sense. I don't know if a cape in itself is practical. The Incredibles showed us that. But
true. Well, if it's like Batman's like bulletproof cape that lets him glide and stuff, then maybe.
And then pretty soon we'll get to the only shot in the trailer I have a problem with. The only
Oh,
part of this
God.
trailer I have a problem with.
I don't
As
know
a
if I
super
know
Batman
about this.
fan. This is all really cool. So this has to do with the... Have you looked at these articles?
No.
This has to do with the mayor. So apparently the mayor's been elected for a third term. And
Is
so
that
there's
allowed?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules of Gotham are. I think usually it's 2, but I think you can do a third.
Oh, and it says they're like King Don.
Right. So it's again something with like the hierarchy of power in Gotham.
It would be really cool if it's revealed that like the Waynes are part of the Court of Owls.
I mean, right. I mean that's
And then
always
Bruce
been
like
part of the
infiltrates
story.
it. Imagine like Bruce infiltrates it as Bruce Wayne. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah. So it's very interesting.
Although it seems like that would be a trilogy villain rather than just this. I don't think we're dealing with
I mean,
this
that might
first
be the whole
movie.
trilogy is the Court of Owls going forward.
Right? And there's the
I
owl
really
card.
Yeah, I really like this.
You see people
says-
decoded this of what they actually figured out the
Oh,
the
really?
riddle here. I think it's like it's something very simple.
Is it this one, the what does something when dead? That one?
Yeah, the Riddler's message in hang on, I'm finding it right now. It
Okay.
says that bottom right part says he lies still.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Very
people
interesting.
decoded that, which is interesting.
This is all so cool, this criminal stuff. To the
Yeah.
Batman, I
Love
really like
that.
that. So this shot, okay, I have my problem with this bat suit is the ears. I don't like the ear to head ratio because I think they're too long and thin. I think when he's standing profile, it looks cool, but when it's head on like this, I think the ears are too long and thin. I don't like it.
I mean, I could see that, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
And also, as a big Batman fan, it was really weird for me to see Batman in a room full of cops and like detectives and like people. Like that's really weird. Usually he arrives to a crime scene either before or after everyone does.
Right. So I'm curious what's going on.
Right. So that's I think that's very interesting because is the point like at the beginning of his career, he's like literally like cuz they're technically not supposed to be working with him, like the cops.
Right.
Like Gordon's really kind of goes off rails to like work with Batman sometimes, and like he's not supposed to. But he's the commissioner; he can do whatever.
Yeah,
he
it'll be
wants.
interesting. I definitely love this suit here more than I do in the like leaked photos.
I think it's how it's shot. Like Batfleck's suit looks weird if it's not shot correctly.
Yeah, totally.
And same with this one. But yeah,
I
I
love
love
the
the
bat symbol.
logo.
Yeah.
I love the symbol on his chest. I think
It's
that's
so
so
good.
cool. I'm really curious on how if there's like a reason that it's I don't know because there's been like speculation that it's like maybe it's like a gun or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I'm
I've
very interested
heard.
in it. I'm very interested in it. I really like the vibe of this trailer and just the way it's like it's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's the Batcave apparently.
Yeah, except it looks like it's in like Wayne Manor.
It looks like it's in like an underground almost like station.
True. Yeah.
Like I wonder if it's not in Wayne Manor.
Huh.
Cuz it looks like maybe it's in like an abandoned subway station or something. It looks really interesting. It looks like he's just starting out.
Yeah, I also love how you can continue playing it, but I love how it's very vague in like time. You don't see like any cell phones or new technology really. So
Right.
It's
I
kinda
mean,
timeless.
you do see something we'll talk when coming up. You do see something. Oh, look, Bruce saves a kid. That's so nice of him.
Well, you're a good guy, Bruce Wayne.
So there's like writing on this car too. So this car has something to do with stuff. So like that's like a new era phone, I believe.
Oh, true.
But it's a funeral. It looks like because someone's
Who do you
here.
think this is for?
Whoever this guy is someone, right? I don't know. We'll find out in the movie, I guess. But it
Yeah.
looks maybe the person who got murdered
Maybe.
Whoever was the murderer in the beginning.
But why would
in the
Bruce
beginning.
Wayne be? What's interesting is that after I recently watched the Bale movies, and Bruce Wayne tries to be like, he doesn't care about like things going on.
Right.
But this Bruce Wayne seems to be more involved in things.
That's the point of his like Bruce Wayne persona, where it's supposed to be no one would ever draw the conclusion that this like rich billionaire who really doesn't care about anything would be Batman, and that's like the point of it. And yeah, Pattinson, he may not have decided to go there yet. He might be like just starting out and still be tortured. I don't know. We'll see.
So this guy's gonna blow. It seems like he's gonna blow up.
Yeah, and he has another note to the Batman, which is, I think this is going to be really cool.
Interesting that Riddler knows Batman would be at this location, possibly.
It is interesting. I hope we can solve the mystery with Batman.
True.
Because that's going to be part of the fun. That's what the part of the fun is with the Batman graphic novels, and I think it's great. Look at some Pattinson right there. We got Selena Kyle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her like actual suit and not like the like.
Oh yeah, her suit in this trailer. I gotta say, I think we could have done a little better with a makeshift Catwoman suit, Selena. Like it's like a cut up hockey mask. Is it hockey? No,
a ski mask.
Ski mask, yeah.
But it'll get better.
So this is Penguin.
It's insane that that's Colin Farrell.
Yes, that is actually insane. I had no idea this was Penguin because I knew Colin Farrell was playing Penguin, so I assumed this was like Falcone or something. But no, it's Penguin. I can't believe it. I think that's an Oscar for hair and makeup right there. That's insane to me. That's Colin Farrell. It looks like I can't even recognize his eyes barely.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
It's crazy.
I'm interested to see how the Penguin, the Riddler, Catwoman, how everything connects. Because that's one of the things Matt Reeves said was like figuring out in the script how he was going to connect everything was really interesting. And I'm very interested.
The red. This is an interesting scene.
This is interesting too because he's in the middle. Again, he's around all these people, which is very off-brand for Batman.
Right.
Which
and
is
you
very
see
interesting.
Here, if we go a bit forward, he's like attacking somebody, and then Gordon is the one who like pulls him to the side here.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I read people online saying like that's nice because obviously Batman respects Gordon a lot.
I think it's interesting because they people talk about how they think that it's gonna connect back to Bruce, like because Matt Reeves was saying that it was gonna go back to Bruce like on a personal level, like this was a personal thing for him. And I think that's going to be interesting to see him toying the line between the Batman and Bruce Wayne throughout this. Because, like, as these crimes get closer and closer to him, apparently. Yeah.
This looks cool.
So, like, there's an explosion here.
And that's the scene of the car crashing in. But later.
Right.
Because he's in the
now,
bat
is
suit.
this
Or the location.
This is the same location, right? So he probably goes back as Batman, or he goes back later. This is interesting how this is like cut up into like boxes as DOA.
Right.
There's the Riddler again, as everyone's saying. I like the whole catchphrase of "What's the price for your blind eye?" That's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
The other theory is that it's somebody that Batman like beat up, who like wasn't supposed to get beat up or something, or wasn't a bad guy, and like he did it by accident, and that's why it's the blind eye thing.
I think it's because I think part of the blind eye is that he's not Batman kind of acts, and it's like who is he choosing to act for? It's like that whole thing, and I think it'll be interesting to see what this. So these people say that they kind of seem like Joker goons because of the makeup. I think they're just supposed to be clowns, but it's very interesting.
I see more like skulls.
I agree. I think that's the intention. They might be Riddler people or just a gang.
Yeah.
Probably just a gang is my thought. And then this whole scene right here.
This is amazing.
And I like it because you see how angry, because like there's so much like anger inside Batman, but he's still like completely in control.
Right.
So it's
he's very brutal, though.
Yeah, he's like being extremely brutal on this guy, but it's not like an out of control brutal. He's very calculated in every hit he lands. Like it's very interesting to me. What I don't like really is this: the guy's still down. He's going after him. To me, that's a little. Batman doesn't hit people while they're down, unless he needs to.
True.
We'll see. But I think this is really cool.
this guy surrendered like after the first punch, and Batman still wails on him.
All these guys are like, "Oh shoot!"
This is the best line. I'm vengeance.
That's a line we've heard in the comics before. It's very Batman.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do the whole line? I'm vengeance. I am the night. I'm Batman.
I don't know. I think they're gonna try to stay away from the "I'm Batman" because it's kind of Bale's, but we'll see. There's the Bat car, Batmobile.
The Bat car.
This is interesting. This is our only line from Colin Farrell over here.
That's cool. Where he's shot in the symbol.
I like when Colin Farrell goes, "This guy's crazy."
I like too because I read something in the comics somewhere that said like the bat symbol is kind of supposed to like attract you to like hit there or shoot there, and that's like the most like
that is
tough
a theory,
part of his armor. So it makes sense.
I love this logo.
Right? Oh, it's so good. And then here's the how am I a part of this? And you got the smoky eye.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to how he plays into this. I do think it is interesting that Matt Reeves did say that a large part of this movie is the relationship between Batman and Alfred. And Alfred is not in this trailer.
Yeah, they might just not have gotten to those scenes because they said it's only 25% of the movie.
Right. I like that it says
and then we don't even know
still
when
in
it's
production
because there's question marks.
This is currently in production.
All the lettering here is so good.
I think it's very thriller. People say that they're getting Seven vibes from this movie, and I can see it. I think it's obviously
seen the movie.
It's obviously using those kind of like tonal and like ambiance of Seven, and I think these are very Seven letterings right here. But yeah, that's the trailer. I think this definitely won DC FanDome in the sense that it like has the most views and everyone's talking about it the most. I think.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, that's the Batman trailer.
I'm just so excited that it could be bad, it could be good, but I'm so excited that we're actually getting a crime mystery for Batman to solve. It's
right.
So good.
This is like the ideal Batman.
It's what I've wanted.
The ideal Batman idea. Obviously, it could be bad, but it seems like it's gonna be good, and it seems like it's gonna be like new elements and what we want.
Right. I hope we get something. Matt Reeves won my respect with his panel because I felt like he really put a lot of work into this.
He was so clearly very passionate.
I liked how he was like, I'm doing all these changes, but like, hear me out. I liked that. It was very endearing. But yeah, so that was the Batman, and we're gonna see it 2020 hopefully if they finish
2020.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Hopefully the movie doesn't get delayed.
Hopefully not. Hopefully Robert Pattinson can be a little bit more excited than he was at the panel to be Batman.
He was very curt.
Right? He was like, okay, Matt Reeves is going to talk about it, yeah. And I was like, dude.
Hopefully he's doing okay.
Yeah, okay. Ta-ta for now, everybody.
But
subscribe.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Let us know if you liked the trailer. Do you have any questions about the movie? Are you wondering anything? Are you excited to see it? Let us know. Subscribe for more content like this. If you liked us breaking down this trailer, let us know. Adios.
Yeah, until next time.
So long.